joining me for another vendor spotlight. My name is Catherine O'Grady and I'm coordinator for the Southern Colorado Small Business Development Center. And I'm here on location to talk to you guys about an individual that is going to be at our November 16th holiday small business pop-up event. And one of the incredible things about this event is the amount of variety. At the Small Business Development Center, we get to work with businesses of all kinds, and it's part of the reason why I love my everyday, is because I get to meet very talented and interesting individuals and see what they get to do for their customers, for our community. And so I'm going to allow this individual to introduce herself and talk a little bit about her business.
Thank you. My name is Katie Farmer, and I'm a Eccentrics instructor here at the San Cristo Arts and Conference Center School of Dance. And I also teach Eccentrics class on Mondays from 10 to 11 at the Pueblo City Park at their little hall that's right across from the fountain, and so the indoor one. And so those are the two places you can find me. At the Art Center, we're here Tuesday and Thursdays from 9 to 10. And so just to tell you a little bit about what I do, it's a fitness class, right? And what makes it kind of special or unique or something you haven't seen before, some people say, well, it's kind of like yoga or Pilates or something. Kind of. It's dynamic, so we're constantly moving. It's not something like some yoga classes, not all, they'll hold a pose. We keep moving through the entire class. You can imagine we're burning those calories and really getting a full body workout in. So we use the whole body, so you can expect to really feel refreshed and energized because we're working every muscle in your body. It's very accessible, and so we have a ton of different modifications for all different levels. So if you're just starting out and you want to exercise, maybe you're up in years and you think, gosh, I just don't know if I can move like that anymore. Absolutely, Eccentrics, can work for athletes all the way to a person who's maybe just sitting in a chair. And so,
That's incredible, and so much to unpack right there because it's all very good. Would you kind of explain to everyone how you got into this, like with your business and how you personally got into this field?
Absolutely. So the creator of Eccentrics is a Canadian former ballerina. And so she's still Canadian, but she's a former ballerina. But when about 20, 30 years ago, when she was done with her ballet career, she didn't find anything that she liked to do for her body. And she had a lot of injuries and issues after a professional career. There wasn't anything out there that felt good for her, so she created her own form of exercise. So it's kind of this cross between physiotherapy, the smoothness of Tai Chi, and then of course she's a ballerina, so she took advantage of the fact that a lot of times ballerinas and dancers, they're reaching out, and it's like this magical thing that happens. It all looks so effortless, but they have extremely strong muscles and core. And as opposed to like maybe you've lifted weights before, you think of your bicep, you're shortening that muscle, and that's where you're working. And then just for ladies, shortening that muscle. In Eccentrics, we are out here and we're pushing against an invisible force, right? And you may say, an invisible force, what are you talking about? But think about it. I mean, you can see in my muscle here, I can go like this, and you can see my biceps not doing much. If I pretend,
wow.
So you can actually tense those muscles using your own body weight and get a lot of toning in. And so, think of dancers. They don't go around lifting weights all day. They use the weight of their body. And so it's kind of a combination of those three things. And I fell in love with it. It was several years ago, kind of at the beginning of COVID, maybe a little bit before that happened. And I saw early in the morning on PBS, I saw this really happy, lovely woman. And she's on the beach. That's where she films. She's like on these beaches, having this good time doing her exercise form. I thought, oh my gosh, take me away, Miranda. I want to go with you. And so, and I just watched. I sat on the couch watching her. And finally I got up eventually. And I thought, I really like this. I love this form of exercise. It's low impact. I've done Zumba, I've done the heavy weightlifting classes, and that's just not where I'm at right now. I wanted something a little bit gentler, something really safe, which Eccentrics is, and I wanted low impact. And so this was perfect for me. And so I thought, but see, I don't like to do exercise all by myself in my living room. I'm just like, I'm not going to work it like I'm going to do class, and maybe I won't even do it. And so it was really nice because when I kind of looked more into it, I found out that there were people who were taught to instruct the form of Eccentrics exercise. And so she has a whole program that teaches people to be instructors. And I thought, well, there's no one in my town teaching this. And it just kind of fell into place. It was right up my alley because I had danced here at the Art Center for a long time. But ballet is kind of a short-lived thing. It's definitely geared towards the young.
Yes.
The older ballerinas are like in their 30s. So this was kind of like a really nice segue into the rest of my exercise.
Yeah.
So that's why and her program is there for free for people. So you turn on PBS. It's on really early in the morning, but you can try her exercise form for free. She has a free breast cancer recovery program. She also went through that. And so if you're recovering from that or you're going to be, they can check that out. That's completely free. We also have DVDs at the library. So if people don't have the money to come to a class, they're just getting by, it's still accessible to them through public television and through our lovely library system. You might have to put it on hold. It's kind of popular, or just request it. You can always request to order things at the library. So, yeah.
What a wonderful example of an entrepreneur who has so much passion for why she is doing what she's doing, that she's sharing with you how to learn how to do it for free, which is incredible and shows the heart on you. Absolutely, we appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah.
And how long have you been instructing?
So I've been, let's see, I just got into my 40s recently. I'm 41 this year, and gosh, since college years, I went right out of high school to college, and since then I've been instructing dance. But it's only been a few years that I've gotten into Eccentrics, kind of just since the beginning of the pandemic. And so, but you were talking about the why, and I have to add something to that.
Please do.
Because I know a lot of people have family members who deal with health issues. And for those of us who either are unfortunate enough to have gone through certain health issues that affect our body and our mobility, or if you know someone close to you that you care about that has to deal with that, you know how important your health is and your mobility is. It's like gold, and we all have it. It can be done for free. It's one of those, we can't have everything in this world, but health is one that you can get at without a ton of money.
Proactively pursue.
Yeah, so what I just encourage people, because I have a mom who deals with MS, and so I see her mobility kind of being taken away from her, and it's so painful to watch. And so every time I get into class, I'm like, you know what, I can move my body, and I'm not going to squander the gift that I have. And it helps your health so much. As you get older, all of a sudden it can start to unravel, and all of a sudden you may not have that chance once things get so far along. So take advantage any way you like to move. Find something that works for you. Move. It's like this secret, not so secret fountain of youth. So
I love it. And words that I'm going to take to heart very, very much. Very much. That's a big deal.
It is.
So if someone is interested and they want to take one of your classes, they want to work with you, how best for them to contact you, to ask questions? How best for them to do that?
Yeah, so my website's kind of long, and the word Eccentrics is very hard
That's
to
okay, 'cause
spell.
what we're going to do is we're going to actually have it underneath while you say it. So,
Okay, perfect.
So go ahead and you can say it, and it'll be right underneath.
Yeah, okay. So you can contact me at www.eccentrics with Katie cityfarmer.com. And you can also call me directly, 719-470-3017. And I'm on Facebook too, and Instagram. And you can always call the Art Center or call Parks and Rec. They know how to get to me. So and you can also just show up to a class.
So you let people just show up?
Absolutely, and you can come to the first class for free. So to see if you like it. So Mondays at the city park, and that is 10 to 11. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 10.
Wonderful.
Here at the Art Center.
Here at the Art Center for that one.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and put those dates and times up on the screen as well. And you guys obviously know you can also contact the Southern Colorado Small Business Development Center, and we can put you in direct contact with Katie as well. If any of these other ways didn't work out for you, definitely. Can you talk just a little bit about cost? Just how much a class costs?
Yeah.
The first one's free, as you said.
Absolutely. So generally it's $10 to $12, but a lot of times I'll do a special, and so look for that for the new year. And so usually there'll be a little special, so it's not as much.
Which that is still very accessible. That is an incredibly accessible price.
And okay, do not forget this. This is like in flashing lights. If you are a Silver Sneakers member, you can come to classes, the Monday ones at City Park, absolutely free.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people have it. Check your health insurance, call them up and say, do I have Silver Sneakers? And I can also check it for you.
Wow.
So, absolutely free. You come and you
Wonderful.
just show up.
I love it. We're going to do something extra special with this particular vendor spotlight. We actually filmed Katie performing some of the moves and kind of explaining what she's doing. And so you can actually see this beautiful exercise in progress. So we're going to show those right now. So now go ahead and show those. And then we'll come back. I know you guys got really excited watching that, filming that. I did. I wanted to get on the floor with her. I wanted to kick off my shoes. I wanted to get moving and to get moving under her guidance. As you can tell, she is a very uplifting human being. When I walked in this room, my entire day changed, and you'll feel that generous spirit through her when you take her classes. So please pursue this. She will be at our event, like I said, on November 16th at Pueblo Community College from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you can come visit and meet her in person, and you guys can talk and have a conversation. And I'm assuming you're going to have maybe some handouts there with like your...
Absolutely.
Okay, with the times.
I will have all the information there. You can ask questions and anything that you want to talk about or learn about. I'm there to help. So
wonderful. Well, thank you so much for letting us come into here and to do this.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you guys. Like I said, November 16th, Pueblo Community College for the Southern Colorado Small Business Development Center's 3rd annual holiday small business vendor show and networking event. And as always, like, share, comment, and we want a special shout out to our sponsor, Chaffa. Without Chaffa, this entire event wouldn't happen. So thank you, Chaffa. We appreciate you.
So this is an example kind of a warm-up. We're really just getting blood flowing into all our muscles. It's kind of loose and easy. I'll kind of speed up what we normally do, just so you can get an idea. So Eccentrics is a full body exercise routine. As you can see, we're lengthening. We do a lot of arms above the head. We also do the lower body. And you'll see that, we stand and we also come to the floor. Sometimes we use a chair or the bar. So there's a lot of variety to it for everybody. We work a lot on our joints, and so here we're working the hips. And for somebody, I can show you kind of the variety that is accessible to everybody. So here, if you can get down on the ground, you can stay here. For someone else, they can bring the legs up, right, and get a little deeper stretch in your hip. Another feature of Eccentrics is we keep moving. so you can see that I'm moving my low back kind of side to side. So a lot of stretching programs you might have done, you just kind of stay there, right? Not in eccentrics, you're always encouraged to move around a lot, okay? We don't use a lot of exercise equipment. When we do, it's usually just to kind of make ourselves more comfortable, right? So here we can support ourselves and kind of let our leg relax more. Right? So if you can't get down on the ground, that's okay. Eccentrics is very accessible, and we can use a chair. So a lot of the exercises we can modify. So here, if you can sit in a chair, you can do eccentrics, right? So this is the exact same hip stretch we were doing on the ground, right? And even if you couldn't get your leg up here, you know, we can have some foam